Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome along to the stream. So, got a little bit of stuff to get through tonight. Actually got a lot to get through tonight. So, we're going to start off with my raid video from last night during the water Uxie raids. And then we're going to jump into like a whole lot of PvP stuff. So we had our PvP tournament on the weekend, which, yeah, that was fun. Not really, it was shit. Oh, I did so bad. I was so tired and just not paying attention. So we're going to have a look at that. I'll break it down a little bit and just see how rubbish I played. And then we'll jump into, like, I've got a whole heap of gameplay, PvP stuff that I've recorded the last couple of days. So we'll jump into that and sort of analyze that a little bit and break it down and yeah, just sort of check through a few things. And then talk about some other stuff as well, especially with PvP that's coming up. And yeah, just sort of, Pokemon Go in general, how people are finding things. If people notice that a certain event's going to be happening later on in December. So yeah, there's a bit to cover. But at the moment, we're going to jump into this live raid gameplay, and then we'll be back talking about other stuff. So yeah, catch y'all soon. Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Uxie raid, special raid day in Sub-Pier in Seoul. This is actually probably one of the worst spawns I've seen in Gangnam for a long time. This is kind of garbage. At the same time, there has been a couple of late ones though, so at least some of them will go a little bit after 7. But I even saw a raid in like about 2 minutes ago. And the rest of these, we've got an Absol there, a gym that doesn't even have anything in it. And yeah, overall this is garbage. Especially like for this area as well, because this is kind of like the main area and you want to come and raid if you're running around Seoul. So we're going to see if we can pick up a group. Yeah, one person up in here. This is a difficult one too, because this one's like popped a little late. And I don't know if I really want to risk jumping around. I don't know where the other raid groups are. I only just finished work a few minutes ago. Just enough time to come straight down here and try and grab a raid or two. So I don't know, we'll see what we can get, but yeah, it's kind of... This one's not looking hopeful. I might need to come back to this one. Oh no, we got 6. Okay, so we're good. Luckily, that's a good thing about Gangnam, is like these raids will fill up very quickly and you're not going to be too worried about trying to get into lobbies. There we go. I do have... God, I can't remember what it is. I should really remember these things. So yeah, 6:37 now, so I've only got like 23 minutes left. Usually I'd get in maybe 4 or 5 raids. Kind of depends on the timing, depends, what it is, if I can get to the right places or not. And also, yeah, just the way they spawns are. Because there's 2 gyms just down there, there's this gym here, there's another gym just around here, and then there's those 3 gyms on the corner. Usually what I would try and do is hit the 2 gyms down there, and then hit the last 3 on the corner. That's kind of the best way to try to go about, sort of like the Gangnam area. At least if you're last minute anyway. So that's alright. We've got 9 in here, so this should be a pretty standard wreckage. I'm just going to quickly battle his ass down, and then I'm going to keep on going around to the corner and sort of making my way northwards as well, because I've got to go out to dinner, go catch up with a few workmates. This feels tankier than I remember. It's kind of the problem with Uxie. It doesn't really go down as fast as Mew goes down really fast. But then again, Mew's a glass cannon. Just like Ray is as well. The Ray's a big glass cannon. Yeah, he's going down slow. I mean, it's not like we're gonna struggle, but still. Come on. Looking around, I can see 1, 2. No, it looks like he's catching. You see some of the players, although a lot of players these days are rocking at least 2 accounts. And you can do that too, because you can run 2 accounts on one phone. You know, you can write that double screen, which is pretty cool. Definitely makes those, you know, that dual wielding accounts so much easier. Oh my god, this is so slow. This is uber slow. Kind of like Uxie was here, what, not long ago? This was way tankier than I remember. Way tankier. This is taking a long ass time. I'm also going to start uploading these videos onto YouTube a little bit more as well. So, editing. Shut up, Ken. I was just looking out the window before work. My god, am I glad I don't drive in this country. Just watching the chaos on the streets, which is a daily occurrence. Right. And good night, Uxie. Okay, I really need charge TMs. Really need charge TMs. Like, I need them uber bad. Got the Raz, Hyper Potion, charge, yes. And a fast TM don't really care, but we wanted that charged. Needed that charge. Alright, now if I remember, this is actually a one-handed catch. So we can catch while we're woven. 13.95, I think that was pretty garbage. It's going to be like 14 something. But we want these for trades. It is a one-handed catch. So, that was rubbish. I mean, I'm not overly worried if I catch him or not, but I probably should. At least try and get that. Huh, there we go. Yeah, that's right, they were kind of easy to catch. Yeah, it's pretty garbage. Alright, so we're going to hit this one in the corner. Don't really have time to shiny check any of these. We're just going to barrel our way through. So hopefully we can get somebody up on this way up here. And then we'll try and hit those 2 across the road as we continue north. And yeah, as I said, it's kind of the turnout for these raids. The droppage is pretty substandard. I'm going to walk through here. People blocking up the damn sidewalk. Should really check these things, but never mind. Let's see if we can get into a lobby. That's all we're worried about at the moment. Can we get a lobby? Nobody in the lobby. See somebody catching. Get my free raid pass anyway. You can't even do this gym around here too, so we're very... normally I'd hit that one, those 2 down there, but yeah, again, no. It's a very average setup raid day. I'm missing my catch on. I want to save those 2 across the road for last, preferably. I guess I can try and hit them now. And then make my way... possibly make my way to the 34. But I do want to at least get these two first. Should at least get this one. I'm kind of wondering if those other people from the raid we just did will be coming down this way, but they might be going the other direction. Decisions. Now, if I leave this one and go up, I can hit those two. Plus one in the corner. I'll get that one. So it's only 3 more raids. Whereas those two over there, I could possibly hit that or come back. Like, people will come back and hit some of those later ones. Also, I don't like just standing around trying to decide and seeing if people are actually going to jump into something or not. Alright, so I've got 0 in here now. Go away, notifications. You know what? We're going to kill this. We're going to quit this one. We're going to pass. And we're going to go across to the 2. And then go after the 1. So we're just going to go for trying to get 3 more. Because I'm hungry. Dinner is calling me. Do we want dinner? Yep, 0. Alright, let's see if we can hit this one in the corner without having to go under first. Sometimes can. Gonna have to go under anyway, but if we can get this just before without going under. I see people over there, although it's also a popular meeting spot too, so they might not be raiding. Alright, we're going to hit that side part of it though, so we can get in. One person in, well, one's better than none. And it looks like they only just jumped in as well. And these guys here are just about to jump in as well. Yeah. They just did. So we got a lobby. Oh yes, how too. That was a funky ass smell. So we're gonna hang here because the only downside is if I go under, there is a higher possibility that I will come back out the other side and my GPS will be a city block away. It has happened many a times. So one of the downsides playing here is the GPS drift is all over the place. In case you're wondering where those notifications are, that's my other raid group, our local raid group back by my house, trying to coordinate. So yeah, if you actually guys want to have a little look out and see what's going on. So if you look over there by you'll see a McDonald's. That's actually where this gym is that we're in at the moment. So it's across the other side of the road. Gangnam Square over there. A lovely intersection here, which is, it's not overly busy. And let's come back around to face cam. Oh, 10 seconds. Hey, we've got 15 in too. That's it. It's a good lobby. Right, we're going to go under once the battle starts. We can go in. And then it'll be safe if we get bounced across. Actually, no, we'll do the catching while we go under. Yeah, just to be on the safe side. This is 14 of us. Well, should hopefully get out quicker than before. Bring it down. Maybe I should stay behind that tree. More of a windbreak where the cars go by. He's using a bloody Arcanine. Must have crunch on it. Come on, Tyranitar power. Also, it looks like the catch-up community day is also coming in December as well. I need to get a confirmation on that, but it seems it's coming. And it's going to be 2 days. It's going to be 2 very busy days. Alright, boom, that's it. Moving. I try and get under and around. You'll win. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! 2 charge teams. Boom! Super happy. I don't even give a damn if I catch them. Oh, they get all these people though. Almost missed that. But yeah, that's 3 charge DMs today and 2 raids. Exactly what I needed. Nah. My throws are terrible. This is horrendously bad. As I said, I don't care. Just gotta get those charge DMs. We've got our Twilight. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a weighted cup or if it's gonna be like a friendly one, but we've got it coming up soon. And I need to change the moves on one of my monsters. My throws are so off. Oh, finally. I can't remember the hitbox of them. I remember the hitbox, but I can't remember the right angle. Whoa. Oh shit, that was close. We're not even have a chance to change up the team. That's alright, we're in though. We're in with a grin, which is all that matters. Relocate. Away from all the people. See, this is why I wanted to do another one beforehand, because it's pretty easy to hit these ones really quickly. In succession as well. So if I had managed to get that other one, and then I still would have been able to come across and get these. But that's all good. We're happy because we've got the TMs. And that's all I'm about today is the TMs. That's all I'm about. God, I love this thing. I love the face track, man. So this is our third raid. 3 TMs in. Boom. Super happy about that. Didn't get a chance to re-up this team because pretty much went straight into the third raid, sorry. We're going to try and hit at least one more before we call it quits. But yeah, we're done good. We're done good. Only caught one of the two. So that's alright, that's another one that I can trade. I think I've got about five already to trade, so 5 or 6. But you know, because these are very regional specific, you definitely want to get a few to trade. And boom, busts his ass down. Now, let's hope we get more TMs. Got a res. Fast TM, alright. Don't really need fast TMs, but we'll take it. And it's a really low one too. Now the real question is where I'm going to go next. There's one a little bit further up, which is by the CGV, which is actually where I need to go because that's where we're going for dinner. It's a little bit lower. As I said, I haven't quite got my aim right on this thing yet. I'm used to the Ray. I'm used to the Raykuza like line, I guess. That's squeaky as shit. There we go. It's a little bit softer when it comes to that little close spot. But he's like, nah, screw you. I'm jumping out of here anyway. I don't want to go on my ball. Too high. Too high, too high. Should at least catch this one though. Oh, that was horrible. Kind of didn't go through with that. Half-ass went through with that throw. Got one throw left. This is horrendous catching, by the way, people. Almost got him on the way up. This is how not to catch a Pokemon. And he's gone. That's okay. So we've still got 3 minutes left in the raid. But we just don't have anything closely around. We've got that one that's got 21 minutes already. That one across the side of the road, which I will not get to. This one here, which is 23 minutes, but again, I won't get to it. Because why I was hoping to hit that 2 minutes. So what we're going to do, we're going to go up and hit that one that's 21 minutes left. After I kick Team Rocket's ass. Normal does mean weak. Don't let the game tell you anything less. Normal means I will kick your ass. You dirty little rat. Well, he still gets off quite a few strikes though, doesn't he? And then again, Mewtwo's just like bang, bang, bang. Out of my way. Bang, bang, bang. So we're gonna focus blast here. Oh, there's a Snorlax. Oh crap. This could have gone a little bit more wrong. We'll still get him down though. But will we get him down without a monster? Oh, one more confusion. Boom. Oh, that was close. Team Rocket, yo. But that's still going to be a rat, isn't it? Would have been a bit better if I actually powered up my Mewtwo some more, which we'll look at doing for the next for the Mewtwo event. Very much looking forward to that, especially because I can better power up a Mewtwo with Side Strike. Ooh, yeah. I knew there was a reason I was holding off on my Mews and the Mew Candy. Alright, so we're gonna go hit that last one. Let's keep on moving. Also kind of wish my thing would stop popping out as well. We're also going past Gangnam Square. The nice why not? Spinneroonie. Who loves a spinneroonie? I used to love Booker T back in the day, man. Except the spinneroonie was fucking hilarious. But you know the best time I loved Booker T was when he does King Booker. That shit was so funny. Back when wrestling was hilarious. And so much more fun. But that whole King Booker was class. I love that so much. Especially when he's trying to run a shitty ass English accent as well. It's probably one of the most dangerous pastimes is going back through and looking at old wrestling footage. And especially the promos and stuff, because man, you can get lost for hours watching that stuff. I literally just, you start watching one clip and it's like, oh, I remember that. Go to another clip, oh, I remember that. And then, you just keep on going and going and going. And the next minute, you're late for work or should have been in bed hours ago. While we're walking along, we might as well thingy up, and we can also go up here till it's a little bit less busy. Up and across. Now this one, I don't know, this one's going to be a bit interesting. Because it's not too far off the beaten track, but at the same time, there very much might not be people there. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if people are following my path as well. And making their way up to it. I know, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Annoyingly enough, my Plus keeps on disconnecting. Battery might be low again. Let's see what it is. Raw, how did that sound? That's Dragon. Dragon. I think that's ice. And we'll chuck a rock in there. So I haven't actually done this one yet. I do know it's Dragon though. Puny little Dratini. Probably want to be a bit careful with this puny Dratini though. Alright, we'll just quickly go this down here. Look up. Look up. Oh, there we go. Dragonair. Oh, that's right, it slows. Almost forgot about that. Unless we have a meteor match saved up for whoever's at the back end. Should be a Dragonite. That's Gyarados. Fuck. Dragon my ass. This is not good. This Dragonite could, this Gyarados could quite comfortably go through the rest of my team. Let's fight. At least points resisted on this one, but still. If I can get the Stone Age, we'll be safe. Oh no, we'll get him down with Smackdowns. Oh, close. Annoyingly close. Alright, let's carry on to this raid. Should be the Dratini. I forgot there's a Gyarados, so. Get that great catch on. Let's see, what do we got? Garbage. And we've got 13 minutes left, 12 minutes left on this guy. More of the question will be is if anybody's actually up here to raid it. Let's go over this side where there's not this many people walking. What's that? Earn a candy. You don't even notice you got something on. Alright. Coming into range. There's a lot of people around here, but I don't know if any of them actually ever playing Pokemon Go or not. Alright. Let's see. 4, that's enough. Alright, let's park up over here. 6, okay, we're cool. We're definitely good. What's up? Cool, so we're definitely gonna get this raid in, that's nice. Maybe a 7, maybe 7's nice. 2 more would be better. Looks like, nope, gonna be with 7. That's okay, we'll get it. Right next to the Tiger Sugar place. That's the new, well they don't have a big ass line out there like they normally do. Because trends. It's almost bad as this goddamn influencer bullshit. But you know what, I'm in that world, so fuck it. I'm getting really hungry too, but we're doing tacos. Oh, he's going down slow. Come on. Hey. Thunder still hits pretty hard. What do we got around here? Actually, thunder is it's really hard. Like a Mack truck. We're hoping to get some battles in tonight, or this afternoon too, but yeah, we kind of lacked out a bit on that one there. But gonna hit some battles tonight. A bit more Twilight practice instead of our kind of mess around cup before the off season. I'm not even sure if it's gonna be ranked or not. Don't really care. It's might do another Twilight because I did so garbage on Sunday. And our other community group wants to do a regionals, so regionals would be pretty cool. Especially because I'm actually ready for regionals too. The only one I don't have powered up is a Sableye, but if worst comes to worst and I actually want to use it, I've got the dust and the candy. But I'm not sure if I'll run Sableye. But at least my team's so much better than what it was last time. Because last time I was running underpowered Azumarill and Medicham were both shit. So they got hit really hard. But now I've got both, both fully powered up Medicham 100. Oh yeah. And a decent Azumarill as well. He's almost maxed out. Like at 1497, I think it is. So he's strong. So I'm looking good with those special Pokemon. I'm thinking of running the Linoon. I just gotta double check if he's actually viable or not, because I might not be. But I want to run that Linoon. After watching, can't remember who it was, one of the developers used him at the Invitational Battle. Linoon. He sure is a wrench out there because of his especially because he's got Grass Knot and Thunder. I think it was Thunder or Thunderbolt. But that covers Azumarill and Skarmory. So he's a interesting little sleeper. Like, he was brought up in conversations, earlier on and in some of the cups too, as being like, a viable option. Nobody ran with him. I think it was the Cut the Vigor off was normal, so it was Jungle Cup, yeah. He was brought up, but I totally forgot to check what those were. I don't think there was a charge TM there. And CP is crap. That's alright, we kind of want to catch this one. Well, we're not going to catch it unless we get a couple of great or excellent throws in there. Great throws, alright. Bang, 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 bang. That's a little bit out. Yeah, I think it was a street. Oh, again, just dropping it a bit too high. So this one's on the next one. Can't actually remember. Might have been the next one. I think it is the next one. Even if it's not, we can just walk down. Yeah, it is the next one. And with balls running low, at least we got a great. We need an excellent. I don't know if I'm going to catch this. That would have been closer to an excellent. Come on, get in there. Some bitch. Last throw. He's not really attacking either. Next minute, he decides to attack. Moves up and down though. Oh, I don't think that's going to stay in. No, do not think so. Alright, we out. He dropped out. We're going to drop out. So now we're about to actually head up the taco place. Dos Tacos. So if you're ever around in Korea and in Gangnam area, check out Dos Tacos. Place is legit good. There's actually a couple of really good Mexican places around. Ran by like, dudes who are like literally straight out of Mexico. And they bring all the authentic stuff there, so it's pretty cool. But anyway, for those on YouTube, peace out, y'all. We'll catch you up next time. And for those who are watching this live, if I do stream this live, back to the desk. We out, y'all. Boom. That's right. What's up? What's up? I am back. And yeah, not too bad with the luck there. Thomas, what's up, bro? Coming over. Now I'm back live. That was just a recording of last night during the Uxie raids. What's up? Collins, what's up, bro? Yeah, like I will be over in when am I over again? Over London, March, first weekend of March. Live stream hype. Yep, we're back to the live stream, and we're going to be looking at. Okay, we're going to be looking at some PvP stuff now. We're going to be looking at a fun little match from. Actually, this is painful. This is painful. This is a painful match. My regionals. How do you get? Just a minute. Sorry, I'm gonna change it over before I can get back and actually check out what that says. How do you get 7k eggs? You get 7k eggs from friends. So make sure you've got a slot open in your eggs. A slot open in your eggs. Yeah, make sure you got a space in your egg inventory, and then open a gift from a friend, and that will give you eggs. So hold up, I just need to get this, which is that one. Is it that one? Nope, not that one. Is it that one? Where is that one? Yep, it's that one. Okay, so this is yeah, mostly from gifts. I think it's only from gifts. Okay, so this is battles from Sunday. We had our PvP tournament. It was guaranteed if you don't have an egg in a slot. I don't think it's guaranteed. I think it's almost guaranteed. Basically, you will get one. If you open maybe 2 or 3 gifts, you're bound to get one. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if it's guaranteed or not. No, it's not guaranteed. But if you open 2 or 3 gifts, you're pretty much going to get one. It's like 90%, I think. You get a pretty high chance. Anyway, Twilight Cup. We ran the Twilight Cup on the weekend. We can watch and see how utterly terrible I did. Because, man, did I do bad. So, we're going to get into our first game. This first game wasn't actually... I've had 2 and I didn't know how. Yeah, so I would have got through your... via your... by your friendships, opening up your things. So, yeah, Twilight Cup. This is the team I decided to run. So we'll have a look through this. Need to complete a task. I'm sure somebody might add you there. Now, this wasn't the original team that I practiced with. So I decided to go the Lone Muck, which ended up being a waste. Should have gone the Skunk Tank, but I had Sludge Bomb instead of Crunch, and I wanted to run Crunch because that's the way I was using him. I put Venusaur into my team late, so I wasn't used to using him, but it was worth putting him. I'm glad I put him in my team. I decided to run Tyranitar because I wanted something to be anti-flyer, but I shouldn't have run Tyranitar. I should have run Frostlass, which is what I've been used to doing. So basically, the way I'm going to change this team is, and you'll see this, Asgard Sports Club's Games. Thank you very much for the follow. Is that actually Asgard? There's an Asgardian following me. And hello over there on YouTube. I can't actually quite... Actually, I need to swap... Hold up. Need to rearrange my windows. Chris Jeff Bot, what's up? Okay. Okay, there we go. Windows rearranged. And we're gonna get this game also started as well. This is the one match I did win. So yeah, but I should have taken out should have put Skunk Tank in instead of Alolan Muck and Frostlass instead of Tyranitar. And since I didn't really know how to use those, thanks for liking the stream, Victor. This is going. Yeah, since I didn't have those, so just this just went poorly, so poorly. And the thing is, I just kept on running. For some dumbass reason, I kept on putting in Toxicroak and Venusaur together, which of course both of them get wrecked by Golbat. I wasn't thinking at all. But hey, at least this is the first game, and this is the game I won. Not this first match though. This ended up going best of 3. Yeah, so we're gonna see how this goes in a minute. This takes a little longer. Hunzen was definitely being very slow. Hey, Collins, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Over there on YouTube, yeah. So at the moment, guys, I'm not actually adding any friends, just because I've got a ton of friends to deal with. So yeah, we'll go quickly over these matches and I'll explain that a little bit more later. So yeah, Venusaur versus Alolan Muck that's a bad start for me. So I need to chuck my T-Tar in there, and of course he'll go for a little bit, but then he's just going to swap in Toxicroak, which is going to annihilate Tyranitar before I can even get a move off. I'm Tyranitar down. I can throw my Golbat in. At least he's going to take out old Toxicroak there. But yeah, rip friend slots. Yeah. So yeah, Toxicroak, he doesn't throw out much damage, even any one of his moves. So if you're running a Golbat, you can pretty much just go smile, and keep on swinging. Managed to get him down. He does manage to get another Mud Bomb off here. Once I do get these like all of these requests, these friendships sorted out, then I'll be definitely down to add more friends. I've got my first lobby actually all up to Ultra Friends. I've just got to get my other 2 lobbies up. Once I get those up, then yep, I'll be back on the market and we'll definitely friend up. So yeah, Golbat, I'm just going to check out Shadow Ball, but at this point, this game is pretty much done and dusted. I'm not going to be able to make a comeback from this. Even though I've got, another shield up here, I've got Golbat, he's trying to do some damage, but he's not going to last against the rest of his team. We should be able to get the Muck down with a Shadow Ball. Luckily, Shadow Ball charges up pretty quickly, and it hits really hard too. And so he's going to take out, he brings out the other shield. Probably should have Poison Fanged that. But yeah, the bat's going to go down. And in comes the Venusaur. At least he's got some charge. There's no shields in the back end. Frenzy Plant, even if resisted, it still hits like a truck. Unfortunately, it hits like a truck and not like a train. It'll be enough to take him about, even though it's not very effective. But of course, his back end Pokemon is going to be his own Venusaur. I will get to a Frenzy Plant for this, or a Sludge Bomb, which is what I'm going to run. But it's not going to be enough to take him out. It'll get him close. And yeah, almost able to turn this around, but as I said, gets him close down, but he's going to be able to get Frenzy Plant before I get anything off. If I manage to get some more energy at some point with that Venusaur, then that could have gone a little bit differently, and I might have been able to pull that one on my ass. But instead, nope, he just manages to Frenzy Plant me, and see, I needed just a little bit more energy, and I could have pulled that one off, even from a bad lead. But because that lead was bad and Tyranitar just gets utterly annihilated, which is why I'm not sure why it ran him. Like, running Tyranitar is he's a glass cannon, because if his counter comes in, he goes down in seconds without even getting a fast move up. So I decided to change things up here. I need to switch things up. I do manage to pull this one back, but it was a bit tricky. So what are we going to do? How are we going to change this? Background music while we're trying to figure out how we're going to change this. Wow, wow. Mega Man Glitch Hop Remix. Okay, so we ran. God, I didn't even see what I ran. Anyone see what I ran? Don't really want to go back on it. But decided to leave with the bat because the bat tends to be a pretty safe lead. And now this is an interesting matchup. The bat versus the Easter egg. Now the bat can hold his own against him, but of course you need to burn quite a few shields. And at the same time, Azumarill needs to be careful as well because even though he's tanky and Poison Fang doesn't hit too much, he can't take that many of them. And if you can somehow manage to sneak a Shadow Ball past that, and he doesn't decide to block it, Shadow Ball will take a decent chunk out of Azumarill's health. The only problem is this is a big shield. You know, this will burn through shields. Let's see now. I'm going to go try and get him with a Shadow Ball and see if he blocks this, because he has to block this. If he doesn't, it'll be KO. And he's probably thinking that too. Oh no, not quite a KO, but very close. I'll get him down anyway. But not before he decides, nope, he's going to swap out, brings the muck in. I'm like, cool, I'm going to chop the Croak in. Croak's going to come in, he's going to do some damage. It's going to be enough to get to that Mud Bomb very quickly. And again, he's going to have to shield this, if not, then his Pokemon's going to go right out the window. So he shields it, but he's going to go to the Dark Pulse, and I probably got the Acid Spray too. Now, here I'm thinking this is probably the Acid Spray. But it is, which is actually a good move by him, because even if he can't take me out, Acid Spray is going to be enough to, you know, it hurts. Still go for the Mud Bomb again here, just to try and finish him off. I want to get this one off the field because, you know, he can be annoying, but, and I know he's still got a chip of health of his Azumarill in the background. Brings in the Venusaur, who will melt down the Croak pretty quickly, but I've got the bat. And the bat also has some moves, so I'm going to chuck the Poison Fang to try and bait out that last shield. It's a matter of not whether he tries to take it, at least it hit the Excellence. He does drop the shield. I'm like, yay, this is the Venusaur who is all open. Eat another Poison Fang, you leafy little munchkin. And Poison Fang's not going to KO. It is quite a weak move, but it's going to get him down low enough for me to be able to come in and finish him off with the Croak. Oh wait, sorry, no, finish him off with the Azumarill. We have the Croak in there. But I've got the shield. And the shield is going to save me from the Frenzy Plant, which would have probably almost knocked me out. I need to get him down with these bubbles, which is tricky because he'll be coming very close to his charge move there. He would have been about two fast attacks away. No matter what his Azumarill was going to throw at me, I know I'm going to be able to resist it. Well, if this was Hydro Cannon, this could, no, Hydro Pump. That was Hydro Pump. That could have been a different story. Hydro Pump probably would have been enough to finish that off. But no, we're going to hit the Ice Beam and say goodbye one apiece. So yeah, I played that one alright. It wasn't too bad. Only problem is it goes a little, like, and I get one, this next match is not too bad. So again, this is a very safe trio to run. So if you're ever looking at running Twilight, this trio right here, the Bat, the Croak, the Easter Egg, it's a very safe trio to run. You know, they cover each other well. And they, you know, while the Croak goes down hard to Venomoth, everything else he can kind of hang in there a bit and at least threaten. But just Venomoth, he just gets utterly destroyed. Which is why you have the Golbat in there to cover his ass. And then you've also got the Azumarill as well, who doesn't go down too hard to anything. I mean, he does go down pretty hard to Venusaur, but he can still draw out a shield with that Ice Beam. So yeah, instead, but this time I decided to swap out the Azumarill and go back with the Venusaur. And I decided to lead with the Venusaur as well, and we go back up against the Muck. So this is exactly the same situation in the first round. However, I decided to play this a lot better. And play this a lot better by actually deciding to go, right, and we're gonna take this match. You know, we're not gonna swap out, we're gonna run my Venusaur into the ground, because even though you know, Muck's going to resist this here. I want to try and at least draw out a couple of shields. If not, take his ass out with me. And we will, because, well, no, we won't. I don't think we'll take him out, but we will either force a shield, which is exactly what we do. So we force a shield and we try to get him out at the last minute, and we do. So now we have basically him as a third shield if we need him. He doesn't switch out the Alolan Muck, which is interesting. So instead he's going to hit the Dark Pulse on me, which of course Dark Pulse doesn't do much, but it still hits pretty hard. But I'm going to take him out. I've got energy in the back, 2 shields, and we're, you know, he's kind of got the advantage a little bit here, depending what he throws out. He throws out a Croak, which of course this is good for me, because even if he takes his Mud Bomb, you know, he's screwed. If not, it drops out the shield. And I'm going to get to another Mud Bomb. Yes, I do. Since I already had enough energy built up, we get to the Mud Bomb, and that's going to be bye-bye Toxicroak. See y'all later. So he's down to his last Pokemon. I've got shields to burn, and it's the big grassy plant. I'm like, cool. I still need to be careful about this. So bring out my bat. Now, even though, you know, it's 2 versus 1 here, and the type advantage does rest with the bat, you still need to be a little bit careful, because Frenzy Plant is no joke. You know, I feel as go Team Instinct. That's right, Team Instinct in the house, y'all. But yeah, he had not enough energy there, and that ended up being a pretty decisive win there. So that was game 1 for me. Now we're gonna fast forward this for a little bit. Okay. So second battle against Goji. And again, their teams were really annoying too, because I was picking people to be running water poisons. Nobody ran water poisons. Ty, thanks for liking the stream, man. So yeah, no one was running water poisons. And I was like, crap, and the one people that did run water poisons, and here we go. Venusaur into Gold Bat. I'm like, God, damn, you serious? And this was... Normally, I would lead with Frostlass. And so, of course, I need to swap out, chuck in my own Golbat, but he's at a huge energy disadvantage. He's going to throw a Shadow Ball out of me. Oh no, he's Return. That's right, he was using Return. I was like, Return. No idea how many moves it takes to charge. I want to try and get a Shadow Ball, but you should see that was kind of pinging out a little bit there. So I'm like, I need to keep him healthy. We're going to burn a shield here. Let's Return again. I'm screwed. He decides to chuck in his Muck. Now, this is, you know, kind of an interesting little thing here, because even though Muck does beat him, it's not a definitive beat. But if he does hit that Dark Pulse, it is Goodnight Nurse. So I'm trying to go back for the Shadow Ball there, because I just want enough. The Shadow Ball still does more damage, I think, than the Poison Fang. So even though it's not going to be very effective, this is going to be enough to take him low. We're not even going to bother shielding that, because it'll just be a waste of shield. Drops out the Dark Pulse. I'm like, cool, at least he's burned his energy on that. We're going to throw in the Croak just to get a couple of... Well, I was hoping to get 2 more hits off that. Just, you know, at least another hit, just to get a little bit more charge. His bat comes again, and I'm saying, this is where I screwed up royally big time. And I didn't adjust for this either. And is running no bat counter. Bad move. And he destroyed me because of it, and I just did not adjust. Well, at least not adjust properly. Yeah, so I was running Croak and Venusaur, who are both weak to the bat. Boom. You know, Venusaur's going to come in. It's like, you know, he's got the... I've got the energy. I'm going to be able to hit him with a Frenzy Plant, but it's not going to be enough. Especially because he's got a shield, and he's got another Pokemon in the back too. And he's got, you know, he's got plenty of energy stored up. So this is a straight rip. And yeah, that's because I normally the way I play and the way I'll be playing when I go forward with the Twilight Cup is I usually lead with my Frostlass. Frostlass is such an awesome freaking lead. And then I do have a few change-ups as well, so I won't always lead with that. It also depends what they are running. So yeah, I don't think I compensated for the bat. No, wait, I did try to, but look at this. Do I leave these three and don't? No, I put a Zoom roll in. And I decided to run the Croak first because I don't think he'll run the bat twice. This is a bad idea. I should have run a Zoom roll first because he's a safer lead. Instead, I decided to do something that's a little bit risky, which would have been alright if this was the first game, but because this is the second one, this is a dumbass move. Because of course, he just leads with the bat again, and I'm like, idiot. And of course, I had to switch out straight away. I need to bring in my Tyranitar, which I also shouldn't have done too. I should have brought in my Azumarill. Because he's got Bat and he's got Croak. If I brought my Azumarill in, he probably would have kept the Bat in. And at least that's a matchup we can go toe-to-toe with. But instead, you know, he's going to check the Mud Bomb out. It's alright, we can handle that, but I'm already a Pokemon down. You know, and his Croak and the Azumarill are going to be going at it. Even though I can beat the Toxicroak, he's still going to be able to whittle me down enough. And, you know, he's not going to give me any space on here too, so I had to burn a shield because I know this is going to be a Sludge Bomb. And if I was to take this Sludge Bomb... Oh, no, it's a Mud Bomb. So, they charge pretty similarly. So it was kind of a shield bait, but at the same time, I couldn't risk it. And yeah, as I said, these guys go pretty loaded. I do manage to get out that second shield, but this is, you know, right here I'm thinking it's like, damn, can I take this or not? You know, this is a Sludge Bomb. If I had shielded that, it could have been a little bit different. Because the problem is now he's still got the bat in the back. And I didn't even get a chance to see what his last Pokemon was. Because he's just going to throw the bat out and this is GG. So I could have survived from that bad lead. If I run the Azumarill, he probably would have kept the bat in. I don't know what was in his back end. But given that he ran the bat and the Croak, it would have been a Dark Poison. So it's probably his alarm mark. Which, if I had gone to the Azumarill, him and the bat would have battled it out. And even if the bat didn't win, you know, my Toxicroak could have gone toe-to-toe with his Toxicroak, and then my Tyranitar could have gone in the back. So there's a couple of points there where I could have turned that around. You know, and even then, like, I was wanting to get his bat down. I really wanted to see what his last Pokemon was as well. So yeah, if I was thinking, I could have turned that around. But because we weren't thinking, we got shafted. And that was, I was pretty annoyed at myself at that stage. And also you can kind of see like bags around my eyes. So we're going to fast forward to the next match. Fast forwarding, we just have a catch. That's right, we actually had to wait a little bit of time for this one too, because there's a couple of really close matches. Okay, so this one, oh that's right, this was against one of the other leaders. This was an interesting one too, because his team was really weak to, Miguel, thanks for the follow, bro. His team was really weak to Tyranitar. So I did decide to run the trainer tower. But yeah, again, you know, I'm running this lineup again. Toxicroak's just not a good lead. Please tell me I change it. Actually, no, I think we did go to 3 battles. I can't remember which one I won. Okay, this is a better lead. So the Zoom was a much safer lead. Because then that's going to force him to bring something in. Most likely poison related. And then I can throw the trainer tower in. Since he counters most of the poisons. And then I got the bat to deal with the croak. Everyone's got a croak. So this is a good setup. Alright, running the Zoomer, the Turnita, and the bat. So this is a good 3. And you know he comes with the bat. I'm like, Zoomer bat. That's okay. This is not a bad matchup. It's not ideal, but it's not bad. Because, you know, Zoomer can take quite a bit. You know, he can take a few of these hits. You know, if he gets to this first and he knows the poison fangs, I'm like, okay, cool, we can take this. And then it's like, wait a minute, it's Ominous Wind. What the fuck? He's running Ominous Wind. I'm like, oh. Now, that's a dangerous one too, because I think that's the one that does have the chance of no, Silver Wind has a chance of boost. And if you get that Silver Wind boost, you're fucked. So yeah, Ominous Wind, I'm saying, no, I need to shield this. But I don't. I probably should have shielded that. Didn't need to, but I wanted to keep him healthy. I'm like, nope. We're going to run another Ice Beam, and then that's both his shields gone, and I've got 2 shields. So we're doing well here. You know, as I said, this is a pretty favorable matchup. I mean, it's not ideal. Like, you will most likely lose it. So yeah, I run the shield there, so that's fine. I'm like, cool, I've got enough energy to run a nice other Ice Beam and knock him out. And I overfarmed that a little bit. You know, it's just thinking I wanted to just get a nice little dash, a dab of more energy. Croak comes in, I'm like, cool, I've got the bat, but we're not even going to bother about it, we're just going to try and get another Ice Beam off. Came close. It was a little bit risky to try and do that, but we're like, nah, but we're cool. See, he is going to have enough energy to pop something off here. We can not shield this. It's going to be the Mud Bomb. Croaks tend to run... Oh no, it's a Sludge Bomb, sorry. Croaks usually trying to get the Sludge Bomb off. But yeah, he brings in this Moth, and I'm just like, oh, must quick jump out very quickly. And this is a hugely favourable matchup for me. He will run a Silver Wind, and of course, block. Must block Silver Wind, so you always save a shield for your Tyranitar. Which I wasn't actually thinking about too. I'm just lucky I did save a shield for my Tyranitar. Always save a shield for your Tyranitar. And then I'm just going to hit his ass with Stone Edge. Don't know if this is enough to take him out. Oh yeah, that's enough. So Stone Edge will send him packing. So that was a good round. That was mostly a pretty good round by me. Running that Zoom roll a little bit longer, I probably could have swapped him out. I saved the shield, but I don't think I did that intentionally. But it was a good thing I did, because he did run the double flyer. So he ran the double flyer on the Croak. So of course he wants to run the Croak to try and take out the Tyranitar. So this will really come down to is when is he going to where's he going to run? What's he going to run as his lead, and whereabouts is his Toxicroak going to hide? And honestly, I should have just run the same lineup. I should have just ran the exact same lineup. So it's pretty good against his team. The Zoom Roll can cover a bad lead. It's pretty safe. And then the Tyranitar is to take out the flyers. And so I'm sitting here thinking, actually I don't even know what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking at all. So let's see what numbskullery I decided to come up with. I was thinking hard, and I decided to leave the T-Tar, I think. No? Oh no, that's right. I was trying to be let's see what's up. Oh no, I did run the same one again. Okay, cool. I was thinking, no, I'm gonna run the same one again. Which, yeah, I think it was safe to run the same one again. French, what's up? What's up from the front? Must be during the daytime for you over there. It's cracking. Here's me trying to commentate on my own stuff. I just keep going back because I can't remember what happened. So yeah, I do decide to go with the same, and he decides to bring out a skunk tank, and I'm like, So I should have gone with the Trinitar lead. Would have been much better. And I was thinking to go the Trinitar lead too, and I should have, because if I did, this matchup would have gone a lot better. But you know, this was a safe choice. Jamais? That's you pronounce the J's with like as that slight ja, right? Jamais la France. I had a feeling he'd be like, yeah, if he was bringing his skunk tank out against the Azumarill, I was pretty sure it was going to be running Sludge Bomb. I decided to try and do a quick swap here to see if this would work. To try, yeah, I got it right, yeah. And this, I pulled that off well. I pulled that quick swap in quite nicely, but he was running this Froslass, and I'm like, shit. Because I know how well Froslass works, I'm like, damn it. I need to block this, but at least I'm not going to draw out a shield. Because the thing is, Froslass is very weak to, you know, he's weak to Shadow, to Ghosts. So, either way, this is going to draw out a shield. Your yellow, your instinct, good man. So we're down shield to shield. I don't think I'm going to get them. Oh yeah, I got the Poison Fang just in time. That was close. Very, very tight, but it's not going to be enough to, you know, take him down. It'll weaken him a little bit, but yeah. That's the thing with Froslass is like Poison doesn't do jack shit. Poison Fang does nothing. He does waste an Avalanche here though. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, this should be able to get him with my Trinitar. I was a little bit worried if I can get him down or not, because he might have had a little bit of extra stored up energy. We get him down with the Trinitar, and then of course he brings in the Croak, and I was like, switch. Didn't quite manage to switch out in time. We want to hit the play rough. Didn't get the play rough off. That was a big mistake. If I got that play rough off, I think it would have taken him down. I'm not 100% sure on that. Depends how low he was. It was very close. But yeah, that would have taken him out, and then it would have left my Trinitar free to take up his back end. So that one little under tap, you know, I was trying to get that play rough. If I got that play rough off, we would have got that. Very close. Very, very close. But of course, you know, games of inches and stuff like that, like I shouldn't have put myself in a position to have to rely on that in the first place. I did do well with that Zubat, with the Golbat swap in. Just to be able to tank that poison move. But yeah, the Froslass coming in, that, you know, oh, Froslass hurts. And even though I did manage to get it down, I didn't get it down in time. I didn't get to swap out my Trinitar in time either. It took way too much damage. So yeah, with a skunk tank in the bag, you know, if I manage to take out his Croak and then, you know, skunk tank in the back, Azumarill would have been able to, you know, probably tank one of his things, and then Trinitar would have been free in the end just to clean it up. Because Trinitar does basically resist all of his moves. Now, for some dumbass reason, I'm like, cool, I'm going to run a low mark and try and run the, get some acid sprays out. This is what I was thinking. Why? Why me? Why did I do that? I should have just ran the same three. And he's got them off. Like, damn, it's the moth. And also I missed a shield here as well. I wanted to hit the moth with acid spray, but he switches in his croak very nicely. So this is a nice little switch, but it's okay. He can eat the spray, which means it's going to take out his defense. I switch out. I don't switch out. I try to farm, then I switch out. Oh, that's right, because I didn't have a bat. Now, I was thinking this was going to be Mud Bomb. I wasn't sure if it was going to be Mud Bomb or not. Waste of a shield. I didn't count. I'm like, ah. He's going to get enough chance to get another one off as well because, yep. Now, this was a sludge bomb. I'm pretty sure this is a sludge bomb. Yeah, so I did manage to count that, but of course, first one I knew was a mud bomb. Didn't hit a shield. I was like, damn. So I wasted a shield there. And you know, so I should have had still one shield at the bank here with that win. Should have been down a bit lower, and then of course he brings in a skunk, and I'm like, okay, this is not the best move, cause especially I know he's got you know, he's got sludge bomb. I'm like, crap. So I should have had a shield. You know, he blocks. So okay, that would have us even par. So I should have been able to block this. I would have got to another ice thing, drawn out his other shield. But instead we don't. Sludge bomb, dead. I'm like, Alright, I'll chuck my T-Tar in. Because he resists poison, and if he's got flamethrower, he resists flamethrower as well, even though it does, you know, it's going to tickle him. Actually, I think it tickles him a little bit more than you'd think. But no, he's got crunch, so crunch still does a lot of damage. I'm like, no, we're going to overcharge this. We should be able to take him out. We do. Now, I should have had a shield for this, but I didn't. And so that's why this is GG. I'm like, yeah, wait a minute, he's got a shield. Fuck. And of course, you know, I should have had a shield to block this, but I didn't. And you know, we would have been in a much better position right here. So this was also bad too. Like I should have, you know, it's like, cool, I'll get to the acid spray, but I'm not going to get to the dark pulse in time. So yeah, what I should have done there, swapped out my Tyranitar with the shield, put the muck in, and used him to farm him down, and also try and draw out that shield. If not, at least hit the acid spray, so then when I bring my T-Tar back in, I could, you know, he would have already been weakened by the acid spray. Those Stone Age, those Smackdowns are going to take him down much quicker. And I'll probably be able to get to a crunch too, or at least block his move. But, you know, that's what happens when you waste a shield. So we've got one more game from this. And yeah, at this point I'm just like, man, I'm too tired. I am just not. We're just going nowhere. Yeah, things are not going overly well. We're just like, man, we're in a darkish place. A place where you don't want to be when you're trying to battle people. You know, when you're not thinking straight. So, and this was interesting too. I was like, I haven't come across the original Mark. And then here I am trying to think, Christ, what the hell does he run again? I remember his Thunder Punch, and I couldn't remember what the hell else he has. So I'm just like, ugh. So I'm sitting here thinking, it's like, can I block this? Do I have to block this? What the hell do I do? I'm like, I'll block it. Oh, it's an acid spray. He has acid spray. God damn it. So we block the acid spray. Dumbass move. Return one of our own just to be able to take him down. And then we're like, cool, let's just have these muck boys go at each other again. Throw some mud in each other's face. And I'm like, oh, is this going to be acid spray again? I'm like, okay, it's going to be acid spray again. Don't block. Oh, wait, it's Thunder Punch. Shit. I'm like, this is not cool. I'm like, right, cool, I'm going to try and at least throw out a Dark Pulse just to, you know, hopefully try and even this match up a little bit. Shields it. I'm like, yeah, we're a shield for a shield, but I'm definitely at the lower end of this. Very much. And then like, he's got Thunder Punch too, which hurts my flyers. So I'm like, right, I got to bring T-Tower in. And I know it's a Thunder Punch. I'm like, I don't know how much damage this takes. And then, wait, it's Acid Spray. I'm like, crap, he sprayed me again. Defense falls harshly. Just I managed to take him out, but I am at a pretty big disadvantage here. Even though I have energy and he brings in a goddamn Venusaur. I'm just like, nah, switch out. I need to bring my bat in. He does have a switch, but he doesn't need to use it right here. I don't need to take to block this. It's going to be a Frenzy Plant. Frenzy Plant, you know, doesn't do much, but does enough, and then he brings in his Azumarill. It's like, oh, this is an interesting matchup because, you know, as we said before, this is not a bad matchup, but it does burn through resources. The 2 shield scenarios are slightly better for both of them. 1 shield, however, can get a little trying. As you see there, I'm trying to go for the Shadow Ball. I'm like, yeah, I need to block this Ice Plant, this Ice Beam. You know, and I decided to go for the Shadow Ball, which is going to shield anyway. Right? Should have just gone for the Poison Fang. At this point, I should have gone for the Poison Fang. Then I will say it's a bit of energy in the bank. And he decides not to block it actually, which is interesting. But if I'd done the 2 Poison Fangs, I probably would have been, you know, in a much better position. And so I got T-Tower in. I'm like, do I need to run the Crunch? Oh, it's going to be close. He's got a shield though, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't even know what to do. I'm like, I'll try and run this and see if I've got enough to do another move. But no, not quite enough. And so that was a rip of the first round. Not the, you know, the best lead, especially going into that goddamn muck. I'm like, huh. And here I am trying to figure, right, how can I run this? What do I need to do? I'm like, right, let's just go back to the Azumarill. Instead of the Tyranitar, because I just haven't been doing well with Tyranitar all day. I was like, no, get rid of his ass. But we'll run. Why? Why do they keep on running that muck? I don't know why. This is the stupid things you do when you're tired. You do silly things. And on those silly things, we'll decide to run the muck. Bad move. Should not be running muck. Yeah, I think he's just waiting for him to choose his team. This is going to be a bit of a rip too. Song, thanks for liking the stream. How's everybody doing out there tonight anyway? I did actually come on a little bit earlier tonight too, just because this is actually going to be a bit of a long stream for me. So I've got quite a few other videos to go through. And it's going to be a good weekend too. So we're going to be doing Pokemon at a festival again. Going to EDC on Saturday. It's going to be fun. I'm going to do some recording there, while also probably drinking and enjoying life. And probably stealing some music to play at my own festivals coming up in September. So we get the same lead again, and here I'm going, oh god, I need to count. It's like, cool, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Acid Spray, mine's up. Cool, I'm going to run out of Acid Spray. Pretty sure he's not going to block this. I'm like, right. But I didn't think he was. It's like, cool, I'm thinking, yeah, this will be Acid Spray. It's going to be Thunder Punch. And then, like, nope, it's Acid Spray. I'm like, thank God, I did count properly. But it's still like, oh, is it? Because these two come up at the same time. But what I didn't notice there is he actually overcharged a little bit. And I was like, oh, Oops. That was a big oops. I'm like, I didn't notice that he overcharged. He overtapped a little. He overtapped twice, and I fully missed that. Which is why we didn't block the one that mattered. And we also had to block this too because, of course, we thought it was the Thunder Punch as well, but instead it was just a crappy Acid Spray. Right. And at this point I'm just like, man, I just give up. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. And Golbat versus Golbat, and he's got a shiny Golbat as well. I'm like, dude. Bright light Golbats. Also trying to charge my phone here too. This device may not be supported bullshit. I'm so sick of Apple and that crap. So yeah, we tank the Poison Fang because we can, but we're not in a good position here at all. Even though it looks even. And here I am thinking, do I need to do this or not? It's going to be a Poison Fang. We'll take it, but it puts us down. We'll try and draw out a shield. Need to draw out a shield. I was also trying to overtap there a little bit too, just to overcharge a bit before I did it. Just be a little bit further ahead, and we're like, yep, we need to shield this because the Poison Fang would have probably taken me out. Well, not quite, but it would have been close enough. I'm like, no, I need to get to this Ice Beam. The only problem is, I think he actually gets to his charge move first. He does. I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? So yeah, there's a couple of times when I got screwed up by that. Because that would have been Golbat down. Even though I'm going to get him here, I need to just, I need to double bank on that because, well, we do. We'll swap him out. So yeah, my Golbat would have been in there. I mean, my Azumarill would have been in there. We still probably would have lost this, but we would have been much closer than this. Because I would have got the Ice Beam off. He would have come in. Yeah, I think we still would have lost it anyway. Nope, that was it. So that was GG's on that front. So not the best. Not the best at all. So that was that was 1 win and 3 losses. I haven't gone that low for a while. That was yeah, that was bad. Very, very bad. Now we did do. I did a few other matches here, so I'm going to try throw up a couple of these ones. Let me just put this one into place. So this is a match against. Just a second. I'm just going to figure out where the screen is. Repositioning screens. So yeah, this is actually one of our lobby groups. So this is actually the first match from our lobby group. So this is no, well, not the first match. Sorry, like the first time I actually got to fight somebody from our lobby. So this was fun. Are you live on YouTube as well? I am. Good old restream. So I'm live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. 3 places at once. Because we can. Sorry, I'm just going to get this repositioned here a little bit better. We'll also transform that as well. Wait, that's not what I want. Fit the screen. Stretch the screen. Okay, that should be on us a little bit higher. Okay. My YouTube channel is the same, so AKA DJ Blaze. chuck that up actually. So, double. This I think is backslash HKG. It should be. Should probably actually double check that. That's the thing I managed to get at a time. No, not quite. Hey, what's up? I have this time. Will you do any PvPs? Yep. I've got. Actually, that's not my YouTube. Sorry, just a second. What is my YouTube channel? What channel? Okay, I don't actually. That one's a fail. I'll take that one down. Sorry. This is going to be a PvP match I'm about to show right now. Just as soon as I figure out what the hell my YouTube channel actually is. Viewers and subscriber. Is that right? God, I wish I knew more about my YouTube channel. No, that is my user thing. Confusions. Oh, is the music really loud? Ooh, okay. Let me just drop that down a bit. Hopefully that's a bit better. I didn't actually realize it was that loud. This is a little bit loud, isn't it? Okay, that should be a bit cool. Right. Anyway, let's get into this PvP battle, shall we? So this is against the Yellow Ripper. He's in my Go Stadium lobby. We will be doing PvP battles within our lobby eventually. Might just turn that down on my end as well. Okay, so this is a Twilight. Yeah, this is a Twilight match. So we decided to duke it out in Twilight styles. And again, these are practice matches because we're pretty sure that we're going to get a Twilight battle. So I want to go hard, but at the same time I don't want to quite give away my team either. But you know, I decided to go Frost Assassin. Is like Umbreon. I'm like, I haven't come across an Umbreon in a while. I'm like, I can't remember how this plays out. All I remember is I know it's like, yeah, Dark is strong. I'm like, and I'm thinking this is last resort. You know, it is foul play. And I was like, cool. Wait a minute, that's super effective. Better be careful. I'm like, cool, I'll check out a Shadow Ball because, you know, I'm like, it's his strongest move. You know, he's not gonna, oh wait, he decides to just take it and does jack shit. I'm like, that's right, better swap out. Bring in my Croak, I'm like, cool, he'll go in for a little bit. He's gonna swap out, he brings in a Togekiss. I'm like, crap, I have no idea how Togekiss plays either. I do know that Frostlass will give him a hard time. But I was just like, ooh. And this is why I'm glad like I've done some of these battles too, because I'm like, oh, that's right. These are the things I actually need to get used to fighting against. So I'm like, the bat of the last. Bring in the bat for some weird reason. I should have brought in Frostlass. No, I'll bring in the bat. Uses ancient power. I'm just like, I'm down, you know, no shields now. I'm like against a Togekiss. I'm like, this is not good. This is not good at all. This is very bad. Luckily, this is only a practice run. I'm just like, But yeah, interesting that the bat does actually hit Togekiss pretty hard with that Poison Fang. Much harder than he hits some of the other mons as well. So I was like, okay. Now, I wanted to overthink there, but I ended up going, should have gone Poison Fang. Big mistake. Wanted to get that shield. Would have got the shield. If I'd gone Poison Fang, and I would have been able to unleash another one right now, but instead, nope. He's going to rock out a Dark Pulse, which is going to take him out, and I'm like, cool. At least I got my Frostlass in the back, and we're going to get an Avalanche off just before, you know, we get him down too low. And Avalanche is going to be enough to take him down, but the only problem is Frostlass is going to be half dead, and whatever he has in the back end is going to be Nope. Doesn't quite kill him. Like, damn it. So yeah, Dark Pulse, GG's. And his Umbreon was in the back too. So I was like, ha. Okay. Umbreon and Togekiss. 2 Pokemon I haven't actually practiced against. I'm like, So this was good. This is a good game. This is a really much needed match. I needed this match to figure a few things out. I was like, okay. Yes, I am. I'm the community leader for Seoul, one of the big groups of Seoul. So I run the Pokemon Go Korea Facebook page, and organize raids and PvP and yeah, other things. So yeah, I keep pretty busy. I'm actually got a raid. I'm going to do raids on Sunday. Not Saturday. Saturday I'm going to do a festival. Sunday we're running raids. Trying to get last chance for those rays. Got to get that shiny. Still haven't got that damn shiny yet. I haven't even got a decent. I've got a couple almost good ones, but not as good as I want them to be. Alright, so lead with the Croak. He leads with that damn Togekiss again. I'm like, I think he's actually an annoyingly safe lead, so I'm like, Charm's just going to destroy me. So we're going to bring in a newly rearranged Skunk Tank, who's still going to get... yep, we've already conducted a Mirror Cup. We've conducted 2 Mirror Cups. The first one was Tempest. Tempest Cup was a lot of fun. I quite like Tempest Cup. And then, and our second one was Twilight. And I did utter shit. I did so bad at Twilight. It was ridiculous. So in Tempest Cup, I went 4 wins, 1 loss. That was a close loss too. It was very, I kind of messed up. Went to 3 games. And then Twilight Cup, I won my first game and then just tanked the remaining 3. Purely tanked them. It was depressing. Depressingly bad is all we can really say about that. Depressingly bad. So yeah, going through this game. Yeah, Dark Pulse still manages to hit pretty hard. And this was such a rip of a second match too. Like he basically just like tears through my entire team. That Togekiss is still up in the background too. I was like, how do I deal with that stupid thing? And at the same time, I didn't want to, like I figured out a way to do it, but I didn't kind of want to catch on to that too much. And I was kind of glad he put his Umbreon out here too, because I wanted to see just how much damage Play Rough does and how this matchup goes. And even as a super effective, like, that's right, Umbreon is stupidly tanky. I need to find my own Umbreon. I do have an Umbreon, but I don't have a Last Resort. Ooh, are you guys running Nightmare? Nice. What was your first Mirror Cup? Yeah, the Nightmare's got interesting. Nightmare is... because the meta has completely changed from the first time around. It was jungle. You guys ran another jungle? Oh, interesting. Or did you run jungle first, or was that your second jungle cup in your community? So yeah, that was an interesting little little back and forth there between the Azumarill and the Okay, you guys are newcomers. Okay, that's fair enough then. But yeah, welcome to the community though. Like, glad that you guys have got you guys are managing to fight over here. First ever tournament. That's cool. It's always good to see. Like, you guys must be looking forward to season 2. So season 2 starts up in October. So you've got plenty of time to make sure you guys get your monsters up and get prepared. Be prepared. Oh, good order. 747, thank you for the follow. Looking forward, yeah, we're looking forward to it as well. We're gonna do oh, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate that. Definitely, like, you know, if you guys are you guys gonna be streaming any of your games? You know, were you guys streaming any of your tournament games? So yeah, I decided to go with my Frost last year. I'm like, screw this, I'm going with my ace team. And you know, even though Frostlass and Tentacruel was like, it's a bit of a, it's not the best matchup, but you know, I'm like, right, Shadow Ball, because if he doesn't block this, it's going to take him way down. And he blocks it. I'm like, okay, cool, we got out of shield. I am going to need to run some shields. You need to battle somebody. I would love to battle you, but unfortunately, and this is so annoying of Niantic as well. And he decides to bring in this Umbreon. I'm like, cool, I've got your counter right here, the big bad croak. I would love to battle you, but we need to be Ultra Friends. And that takes 30 days. So you need to find somebody, you know, close to your community to battle. Which is really annoying. Like, Niantic, come on now. Oh. Anyway, where were we? Just trying to see what else I can do in here. So yeah, anyway, this game goes pretty well. We're doing alright for this one. Yeah, exactly. They need to bring their own in-game system. Yeah, correct. You're exactly right. It looks like it could be coming. You know, there is some interesting things in the code that people have been digging up. Yeah, we think they are working on it as well. We're not 100% sure. Like, no one's exactly knows. Like, there's some stuff that people have found within the code. You know, that looks like it could, yeah, according to the data mine, exactly. That looks promising. But again, we're not, you know, it's a data mine, so we're not 100% sure what some of that stuff means. It looks like, you know, it looks a lot like it could be PvP orientated stuff, which would be amazing. And you know, they did bring, you know, the players in to do that special, you know, to do that special invitational battle, and it was received really, really well. People loved it. People had a lot of fun. The players did, and it was competitive as well. So yeah, it's you know, it looks like there could be something coming. We're hopeful. It's, you know, we're gonna say we're hopeful. Yeah, so I decided to play this last game, like, you know, with an actual squad, balanced, and yeah, we taked it out, you know, pretty easily. So that was that game. So that was against, what was that against again? That was against Yellow Ripper. It was a good little game. Then I've got a second one over here, which we're going to run into through, and this is against Nixter. Again, this is like late night battles. Almost midnight when we actually ran this battle. Let's need to fast forward a little bit. Okay, this battle I wanted to hide my Frostlass. I didn't want to use Lass on this one, so I think I played this pretty poorly. But, you know, I didn't want to use my Frostlass, so I thought I'd go with, like, this, you know, the standard configuration, which is Azumarill. No, I decided to run the Venusaur just in. No, yeah, I do run. Good. Yeah, that'll be also interesting to see what happens as well. I still think Silpho will keep doing this. I just think the ranking will go up a little bit differently. So, again, we've seen this matchup 100 times. Zoom rule versus Golbat. We know it's a very even, just depends how you want to play it. Yeah, like if Niantic does run their own leaderboard, Sylph will probably adapt their tournaments, I'd say, slightly. But I think they'll still keep on doing their cups the same way they've been doing them, keep the same leaderboards. I mean, they're so well done. Niantic's, unless if Niantic decides to actually take what they've done and copy it exactly, they might. I doubt it. Then yeah, Sylph will just keep on doing exactly what they're doing. Now, what would be interesting to see is if they decide to bring down the requirements to remote battle. Now, if they change that, that will open the game wide open, and that'll actually make the Sylph ones a lot easier too. They won't. I am 99% sure that they will not start cooperation with Sylph Road. Developers very, very rarely will jump in bed with a community like that. Very rarely. Yeah, I mean, it would be great if they did, but, you know, developers... And it's usually from the publisher side as well. Like, so... Nah, I don't think it will. If they have an in-game matching system where you play random people, the Sylph thing will die off. I don't think it will at all. If anything, it's going to make practicing for it easier. And because you still need some way to organize tournaments. And this is something that a lot of games don't do very well. So even though you've got let's take Overwatch for example. They don't have a tournament system, and so because they don't have a tournament system, you know, they've got no tournament system in game. So all the tournaments and stuff that Overwatch runs is community run, except for contenders and the Overwatch division is the tournament they have to set up, and that's outside of game. So they've got Open Division, Contenders, Overwatch League. And you know, that stuff's all set up outside of the game. That's not inside of the game. Now, what is it that... There is a game out there, one of the top esports. I can't remember if it's... I think it's Dota. Could have been Dota 2. Or was it League? Might be League. But there is a game... There's a few games... Like, I mean, one or two games out there that have their own inbuilt... Might be Dota 2, yeah. They have their own inbuilt tournament system within the game, which allows you and friends to sign up to the tournament and then, you know, battle within the game, so within the game atmosphere. That's very rare. No, not many video games do that. And, you know, Dota 2 does, which is... Yeah, it must be Dota 2. And that's why it's around for so damn long. And so, yeah, all the other games, all the tournaments and stuff, so this is, when the people wanted... Yeah, all the games have their own rank system, so it's not the ranking system that's a problem. You know, people will still want to climb up the ranking system, but it's team battles, things like that. That's the one. That's the kicker. You know, it's like weekly team battles, so weekly, organized tournament play, which is a lot different from just random competitive play, which you never sees you really sort of going doing organized stuff. With individuals, that is a little bit different. But still at the same time, you're not going to be, competing in an actual tournament. It's just going to be thousands of players, free for all. How many wins do you get? Build it up that way. SR system, whatever. A cut for 8 teams, yeah. So it was Dota 2, right? So yeah, that's why Dota 2 has been around for so damn long. It has its own inbuilt tournament system, and it's one of the very few, actually I think it's the only top esport that has its own inbuilt tournament system where you can apply it inside. So everything else is all done outside of the game, and so that's where Sylph comes in. Sylph will be running these things outside of the game, and people will still go to that because they want to go into a tournament structure where they can actually play off against different people, see their teams, and actually do it like that. And like as I said, with Overwatch as an example too, like I help, I'm not doing it at the moment just because I've been super busy, but I help run a tournament across Australia and New Zealand. and we have, 60 teams at any one time competing. 60 teams, 6 players at least per team, so that's all those people playing. That's just in the Australia New Zealand region. Jane, who's one of the top Overwatch guys, and his Discord group, like his community, they run tournaments all over the bloody world. And there's Elo Hell, they run tournaments all over the world, and they are not affiliated at any way whatsoever with Blizzard. The same thing with CSGO, they've got the main CSGO, and then you've got all these other people running, tournaments and everywhere. So yeah, even if the game does have its own in-game rank system, and it'll be awesome if it does, it's not going to kill off the Sylph. If anything, the Sylph road will get bigger, because more and more people will start getting into PvP. And then if they see where there's actual tournaments where they can not only get in-game stuff, but actually come up on another leaderboard as well, and which also might help, it will help them get better, and so in-game they can also improve too. I think that'll it'll strengthen the Sylph community a lot better. Duel Links does a good thing where you have in-game tournaments, and winning gets you points, and if you get enough points you get invited to in-life. Yeah, exactly. It's like stuff like that. That would be awesome. Duel Links does that. That's cool. That's interesting to know. So stuff like that, people, they especially the competitive people too, they really get into things like that. But there's not many games that do it. If you look at the top, the AAA games. So you're looking at the Call of Duties, the top competitive games. So the Call of Duties, the Fortnites, the PUBGs, the things like that. All their tournament play is organized outside of the game, of the game environment. It doesn't have it in game. Not that they don't have of course the Fortnite World Cup was a special sort of organized tournament in game, but it was a once a year. It's going to be a once a year type thing. It's not going to be a regular ongoing thing. And if you want to do well in something like that, especially something like Fortnite as well, if you want to do well in that, you have to be doing tournaments regularly, ongoing. Otherwise, if you just come into one tournament, you're going to get screwed. And if by some chance you do happen to get qualified, you're going to get wiped the floor. They're going to wipe the floor with you when you actually get there, because you won't have enough tournament experience. This actually happened to our Kiwi duo. So we had a duo from New Zealand who actually managed to qualify. And they did take time out. Twiz, and I can never remember the other guy. So Twiz he's a cool streamer. I like watching some of his streams. So he's from New Zealand. And yeah, he took some time out from streaming and actually decided to properly train and stuff. And they compete and they managed to qualify as a duo. So we had a Kiwi duo in the Fortnite World Championships. Yay! But yeah, the problem was, and he posted this afterwards, is how just ill-prepared they were. And going forward as well, we knew, if you follow esports and stuff, you know how ill-prepared they're going to be anyway, because in a place like New Zealand, you don't have, there's not enough actual tournaments to go through. And even a Fortnite itself, if you're going to be organising tournaments, it's not, you need to be able to hit those tournaments off, within outside of the game, because there's no tournament inside the game. And especially when you're in a place like New Zealand, ping is going to be a huge issue. But if there was if there was an outside organization running tournaments, that people can attend, that way they can train, they can compete in those tournaments, do well in those tournaments, take what they learn at those tournaments and then apply them to their in-game tournaments, which tend to be the sponsored ones. Work your way further up the ladder because you've got the experience and you've got the know-how to do it, and then boom, you're away laughing. You'll be doing well. So yeah, which we're hoping if Niantic does do something like this, and it seems to be in the cards. And it will most likely be random matchups as well, because we can't really see them putting a chat system into Pokemon Go. They do have a chat system in inside Ingress, But because Pokemon Go is bigger and there's going to be kids and stuff playing, having a chat in game, like, yeah, at first I thought because I've got, there's a chat in Ingress, why the hell isn't it one in Pokemon Go? But then I've seen a couple of people post this, like, there's kids play the game, it's a bigger game and stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, that's probably fair enough. They don't want to, when you got a lot of younger players, I mean, yeah, we do need the chat, but I think because, there's the kid factor out there as well. It's going to be too easy for people to troll and chat, or, yeah, you can engage with the cuts, the in-game support systems really well. But yeah, like, I just don't think they will implement a chat. Yeah, to communicate lucky eggs or PvPs. I mean, it's, even if it's not a chat, maybe like a chat wheel or something. But yeah, like I from what people have said, and it kind of makes sense, I think the reason why they don't have a chat is because of children and of how hard it is to monitor chats, especially an open chat like what Pokemon Go would end up being. So I don't know, it could be just something that Niantic just doesn't want to, go down. Maybe it might not be, I'm not 100% sure on that. I still have, what have I got over here? I haven't been watching any of these battles that we've been running through at all. So what we might do, but this is an interesting conversation though, like, kind of depending, see where some of these things might go. What I was actually going to go through is actually show some of the stuff on my phone. So we're actually going to go to my actual game. Do actually need to charge my actual game up. Yay! Let's actually open up my game. Oh, people have opened my gifts. Good. So, yeah, so that's the other thing I was talking about too. So I was going to, before we went off on that whole other big ass tangent, yeah, so Sylph Road will still be around, but the other interesting one will be, especially if they lower the gift requirements, will be Go Stadium. So for those who don't know, Go Stadium is an offshoot of Sylph. Like, I'm not actually sure if they're affiliated or not. I don't think they are. I think Go Stadium is a few different guys. No, wait, Go Stadium is actually, no, sorry, it's not an affiliate. They've probably got some people on there who play there, but Go Stadium is actually run by, who is it? I'm looking for it now to see if I can remember who it is. So one of the big, I can't remember what it is, but anyway, there's a lot, like all the PvP players playing Go Stadium. Yeah, it does use Sylph's rank system, but I can't remember who the brainchilds are behind it. But anyway, yeah. It's completely lost on me, but there's a couple of big streamers who help run Sylph. I think maybe it's from the Elite Four. Was it Valor Ash? Might be Valor Ash. God, I can't remember. I'm so tired. Anyway, Go Stadium is... Cliffhanger looks so cool. I am so looking forward to Cliffhanger. Where is it? Cliffhanger. Yeah, I am really looking forward to Cliffhanger. But yeah, for those who don't know, Go Stadium is it's a Discord group that is being created for remote battling. So it's to actually, because again, no in-game chat system, so got to figure out another way around it. Wait a minute, why do I recognize your? What lobby are you in? I think my lobby is going to be this. Actually, my lobby is almost ready now. Why does your name suddenly look very familiar? You're not in my lobby, are you? Maybe you are. Saffron, wait, we are in the same lobby, aren't we? What's up? Are we? Oh, you're on Saffron. Okay, we're not. For a second there, I thought we are. No, there's. I'm in. What lobby am I in? I'm in Fuchsia. Oh, actually, we're in the. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah. Didn't have you either. Got me all. There's somebody else in my lobby that's got a name similar to your one. But yeah, so yeah, because there's no. God, I'm getting myself so lost. I'm so. Oh, it's been a long week. Mamont, 1995. Okay, yeah, I don't have you. But that's cool. So yeah, you guys will be ready in 14 to 15 December. Yeah, we've just ours is in Euro group, and we should be ready. And most of us are just on Ultra Friends now. There's a couple of stragglers, but yeah. Anyway, Go Stadium. Because there was no in-game chat or any way to organize tournaments outside of your communities directly for Surf Road. I think it was Valor Ash or somebody. They decided to make a Discord that gets all the PvP players who want to play together, and then they organize different groups. And in that group, you all put your friend codes in. You're all friends within the group. Spend the 30 days ultra friend up, and then you run remote tournaments. Brilliant. And yeah, there's a lot of players there. And yeah, this next one here is oh, just see if I can bring this up in the on my screen. But yeah, the cliffhanger. The cliffhanger looks sick. No, that's what I want. Okay, that could possibly work. Right. Just a minute. Let's bring this image up. Boom. Okay, so ooh, that's kind of big. Let's have a look at this bad boy. Okay, cliffhanger. So this is the new tournament that they're bringing on. Josh, did I catch the Water Legendary? Sorry, I completely missed that one. Yes, I did. We'll have a quick look at that in a second. But yeah, so this is the cliffhanger. So it's open based. So you have 17 points to spend as you build your team of any 6 Pokemon, but be careful not to go over the edge. Great League, no duplicates. So you know you got 16 points. So this is really cool. I love this idea. This is a really cool idea. And of course the top ones, you know, Altaria, Azumarill, Deoxys Defense, Metachan, Skarmory. Basically, you can bring one of them. So you can bring one of the top dogs, and then tier 1 you can possibly either bring one of the top dogs or maybe 2 of the next ones up. So Bastiodon, Bronzong, Cresselia, Hypno, which you'd want the Legacy, Ivysaur, which is okay, like I know he's a pretty good substitute for Venusaur, Jirachi, Meganium, Melmetal, Probopass, Swampert, Tropius, Venusaur. So basically you got a lot of the strong community day monsters in there, plus you know the tanks, like the steel tanks. Okay, so it's interesting. And then you know the tier 2, which is like the 1.1. So these tend to be the more popular choices, who do pretty well, is like who back up basically the top 2 tiers. So the Clefable, the Fortress, Gallade, Haunter, Lantern, the Lapras, Lucario, Lugia, Magneton, Magnezone. That Magneton's only going to be if you have the Legacy. The Mew, which I don't think I've actually seen anyone use, probably because everybody powered it up before they even thought about it, like I did. The Alolan Muck, the Noctowl, Quag, Sableye, Skuntank, Steelix, Toxicroak. Having Toxicroak in there is a bit of a... I mean, he is a popular one, so these are basically the top dogs from the previous tournaments. Umbreon, Victory Bell, Vigoroth, Whiscash, Wigglytuff, and Wormadam Trash. And then, 0 points for pretty much all others. So this... I have no idea if Mew's good in Great League or not, because don't think I've seen anybody who actually kept their Mew under 1500 to be used in Great League. Yeah, no idea. He's got a very wide range moveset, I do know that much. Where is my Mew? So yeah, I powered mine up. I mean, so he's Psychic, obviously. Shadow Claw, which, you know, having the Shadow move is pretty helpful. He's only got Flame Charge on him, but yeah. He could be useful. I wouldn't count him out. The hell's our water legendaries? This is like a legendary. That's not how you spell legendary. That's how you spell legendary. Any Pokemon to donate. I have Pokemon to trade, but we need to be friends and in the same area to trade, unfortunately. Did get the shiny Articuno. A few Mews. Still not sure what I'm going to do with those armored Mewtwo's. Just kind of holding on to them until we see what happens. The Raikous, the Antis. One Suican because I missed the raid day because I was away at a festival. The Lugias, the Ho-Ohs, the crappy Reggies, Latios and Latios, a few Kyogres, a few more of the Grodons. Got a lot of Rays. I've been grinding them kind of pretty hard. Uxies, so yeah, the Lake Sprite. I do have a few of these for trades. If any of you are in Europe, I will be heading to Europe next year in March, and I will be bringing a few of these with me to trade. 2 of these are taken already, so I'll still have maybe three to trade. How do I get all these with just raids? So I live in Korea, so I live in Seoul. It's very easy to raid here. We've got gyms, Pokestops everywhere. Just in my immediate region, so where I live, and this is a quite a quiet area. 2 gyms just down the road. Another gym across there. Another gym at the top of the hill, and another gym sort of further around there. So this is just my local area. There is also a very up the back here is like a mountain. That's a nest. A very big nest though, so I don't go there very often. There is a very good spawn Pokemon cluster spawn thing, like within 10 minutes away, sort of towards that direction over there. And where I work, there is probably one of the highest concentration of gyms you'll find. Yeah, Josh, yeah, got the Uxie. No, I didn't go to Joe Fest Japan. I really wanted to as well. I got the ticket. Yeah, you can only catch legendary Pokemon by raiding. Except for the Lake Sprite. You can possibly, if you're damn lucky, find them in the wild. Yeah, I didn't get to go to Go Fest, unfortunately. I had the ticket, but work, and I could only possibly take the Saturday or Sunday off to fly over. And of course, Saturday and Sunday sold, boom, just like that. Didn't get to go. There is the one coming up in Taiwan. I'm contemplating going, but it's yeah, the one in Taiwan, I don't know. It's got the Heracross, and I do need a Heracross, but I do know a couple of people who might be going over for it, so I might just let them pick up the Heracross and I'll just trade them for it. On saying that, I do kind of want a Heracross for PvP, but I don't know. It's at the moment the prices to fly over are pretty expensive. The prices to fly to Japan are cheap as hell, because Korea and Japan are having a pissing contest with each other at the moment, so basically no one's traveling between the two countries, and so prices have gone way down. So yeah, it's a great time to travel to Japan from Korea. But of course, it's too late to do that now. But yeah, we did have a safari event in May. Unfortunately, it was only a couple of unknowns that I already had, and Corsola, which I'd also already had, so it was a bit of a bust. Yeah, so Josh, yeah, I've got the Uxies. How much experience do you have? Could you run through all your medals? Okay. I don't have all the medals either, actually. I'm being a little bit useless with that. So, what have we got? Actually, yeah, let's have a look through these. I haven't done these well. Pokemon Go special, so we did have the This was last year's one. We did have one this year, though, but I guess we didn't get a medal for it. What's my jogger? 3,345 kilometers. Kanto. Pokemon collector. So I've caught 51,000 Pokemon. Shit, that's a lot. Only evolved 3,600. Okay. How many eggs have I hatched? Only 1,000. Not much of an egg hatcher though. Visited 43,000 Pokestops. Don't battle in the gyms too much, you know, that often. 2,000 times. I have caught over 300 Pikachus. Yeah. No, you cannot change the setting to when you drive. Unfortunately, that's hard locked. So if you go, it's really weird how they've done this too. So if you travel about 13 kilometers an hour, I believe, is the limit. Anything over that, it gets funny. So if you travel, if it's faster than 13 kilometers an hour, and you travel a specific distance within a set amount of time, it'll reset it. If you travel over 18 kilometers an hour, I think it automatically stops recording. I think that's right. I just can't remember exactly. Anyway, so I got the Pikachus, Johto. I'm still missing regionals, and that's kind of the annoying part. Berry Master, only 4,000 berries. That should be a lot higher. I should do that a lot more. Gym Leader, defend gyms for 1,000 hours. Again, I don't do many gyms either. Hoenn region. Idol, become best friends with 3 trainers, with 9. I'm a little bit lazy with that one too, because, well, I'm trying to level up all the people from Go Stadium. And also, so Go Stadium and Go Coliseum is the other one. So I'm in both. I'm doing both of those. Big Magikarp. This is a very difficult one to get. Trainer. So train 1,000 times. So I don't train much with the gym leaders. Any advice to get better? Basically, just get out and catch. Catch. Catching and walking. And try and join up with your local community, and they will be able to help you out some more. Most places will have a community of some sorts. You can usually find those communities on Discord or on Facebook. 3 tiny rats. That's even a harder one to get, I reckon. I haven't done that many legendary raids. I did take a bit of time off and didn't do many raids, so yeah, that's why that's really low. And yeah, I'm not a huge research task dude either. Trade 1,000 Pokemon, yeah, don't trade many either. Great League veteran, ridden 200 trainer battles in the Great League. Come close to that. Probably should be a little bit more than that actually. The Unknown, so I'm in 9 deep in the Unknown territory. 100 raids. Like I do raid a little bit more often than that, but you know. And almost got 100,000 across there. Million. So I will. This is going to be kind of easy actually, especially when I go to Europe, and then when I go back to New Zealand, I'll be like, yep, cool, trades. Just trade with myself or whatever else, and that number's going to shoot way up. Purifier. Don't want to waste dust. Team Rocket. I want to start grinding through more Team Rocket stuff. And surprise can counters. Like I don't do too much of that either. I do have all the type badges. Actually, yeah, let's go through this. So normal, 9,000. Fighting, 2,000. Kind of low. Flying, 7,000. 10,000. Okay. 5. So poisons are pretty high out there. Rocks, 4. Bugs, 5. Ghosts. Ghost is low. Ghost is always low. Metal's low as well. Fires, yeah, not too bad. Water should be high. Yeah, 12,000 for water. Grass, 6. Lightning, low. Psychic, 3. Ice, pretty low. Dragon should be low, yep. Dark, not too bad. And Fairy was 2. Please, please, what's up? And yeah, 32,000 experience points. Started playing 7th. Wait, no, 7th. Stupid American dates. So that's the 6th of July, 2016. But, and this is kind of the problem too. So in South Korea, the game didn't actually come out that date. It came out in the morning for. You're about to get blocked. It came out in Korea for like about 4 hours in the morning, and then they region blocked it. What the hell is this person doing? This is kind of the annoying thing on YouTube. Can't remember how to block those kind of things. Anyway, so yeah, ding, 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 ding. Hold up, while I just try to figure out how to get rid of this. Yeah, so it didn't actually come out in South Korea on the what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, so it. Ding, ding, ding. Put user in timeout. Boom. Not even sure what the hell is going on there. Anyway, sorry. It's kind of the problem when you're running restream across different platforms. I have to try and remember how to moderate those different platforms. So yeah, the game, even though it was released at the start of July, in Korea it came out for about 4 hours and then it got blocked. All problems, whatever. It didn't. Pardon me. It didn't end up actually getting released in Korea until the following February. So July, August, September, October, November, December, January, and end of January. So that is 7 months. 7 months for the rest of the world to get a big head start. Now, in that time, there was one spot in Korea where you could go play, and that was out of Sokcho. I did manage to go out there once. And I also went to Japan once in that period as well, so I was able to play twice. Although when I was in Japan, I think I was there for like 4 days, so I was able to play 4 days in Japan. At least managed to help me level up pretty quickly, and grab some levels when I was over in Sokcho as well. But yeah, we're basically 7 months behind the rest of the world, which kind of sucked. And then myself as well, last year, about halfway through, I don't know, like it was last year. I ended up not playing very often for about 7 months. Like I would still play, but I'd sort of go to work some days and I'd be like, I'll forget to turn my my plus on, or I'd be like, I wasn't playing it every day. And I wasn't going to raids, I wasn't grinding it hard. And so I only actually hit level 40 about 3 months ago. But then, 3-4 months ago, and then I started playing like hard out again. And, even within that 3-4 months, like I basically in the last 2 months, I've gained about 10 million XP. And I've gone pretty hard because basically PvP. PvP brought me back into the fold. Martin, what's up, bro? You in the house? Yeah, so like PvP brought me back. Even from running the community, like I didn't need I had my moderators, my captains, Martin, who's just jumped on, and Fumi and Bethany, and like they were basically able to run everything, and I just handle stuff behind the scenes. So I didn't need to go out much, like, and deal with with a lot of like the community based stuff. So, and I had a lot of other stuff going on too. And so yeah, like last year I did kind of step away from the game quite a bit. What's up, bro? And yeah, it's only I jumped back in like when when the Mewtwo day was on, just sort of things like that. Like when the legendary raids, I was sort of like, okay, I'll try and at least go catch this legendary, catch one of them, and then I'll be like, cool, done. But yeah, once PvP came in, that was like, fuck, PvP, yes, finally. It really gave me a reason to come back into the game, and yeah, like I'm into it a lot more these days. I've been grinding a lot harder, and as I said, like I gained like double my experience and my XP within like the last 3 months. It's because I've been going so much harder to be able to try and get these PvP teams ready together. And of course, now that Martin and Fumi and Bethany and all my other moderators have left me, you bastards. Yeah, I've also had to step up and try and help the community out as well. Which is actually going to be a useful thing too, because I can use that as an excuse to stream more, and make my community the focal point of it. So you poor bastards will all be on stream if any of you are actually watching. So yeah, I can make so it works out nicely. It means I can make content, or at least stream content based more within our community here in Korea, which is pretty cool. And this is actually probably going to be the longest stream I've done in a while. Yeah, laugh it up. Yeah, laugh it up over there. So we've got as I said, I'm away at a festival this weekend, and I'm not actually playing at this festival. I am not DJing. I am going to once to actually enjoy it. So that's kind of cool. I will play. It's at Soul Land, and I think Soul Land might actually be a pretty good place to play Pokemon Go. So I will do some recording while playing there, and stream it probably on Sunday. On Sunday, we're going to be doing our raids to try and get some last minute raid to get the Ray. I'll record that and post it up as well. Actually, no, I might go live. I don't know. We'll see. Following weekend. Actually, there's almost something every weekend. So in case you guys didn't see all the crap that's going on in September, here's a quick little reminder. So we will be doing a lot of this stuff as well. So week 1 is the so in case you missed it, week 1 is the Johto journey. So luckily, like, I'm not actually going to be working on the Saturday now. Initially I thought I would be working during the day, but I'm not, so I might be able to lead a raid group on the Saturday, because Sunday I go to China for a few days. Most of us are not too worried about the dogs, but we might do a quick raid day. The eggs is the big one, but, if you guys want the unknowns, and also the shinies. I'm not overly worried about this one. It's like cool. The next week though, this is the big one, and you all need to be in for this. And this one I'll be going hard too, so I'm going to be leading 2 raid days for this, one on a Friday and one on a Sunday. Maybe on a Saturday too. We might do it 3 times in a row. Yeah, go the dogs. But yeah, the Deoxys. And if you're a PvP player, you need that defense form. So I will be going super hard for these ones here. I get back on the Thursday. So I've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday days, because I've got the work that week off. So I've got those 3 days to go out and try and raid these. And I will be going all over the city to try and find these mofos. And then I'm still going to have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights to raid them after work as well. Also the regionals too, like the regional hatches. I still need to get that. What do I need? I need the Tauros. That's right. I need the Tauros. Because Martin didn't give me a Tauros. Boo. So yeah. This is a big week. This is a very big one. And then the following week, is also a pretty decent week too. Nothing to shine, nothing to smile. The frown again is Mew's back, the boy Mew, with a Psy Strike, so that's going to make him a big attacker. So you know, you definitely don't want to sleep on that. Shiny Mew. I don't give a damn about Shiny Mew. I just want a decent couple of Mews with Psy Strike just to be able to go around and fuck people up. And of course, Unova. The Generation 5 is coming. No, I do not have a Relicanth. I haven't actually been to New Zealand for... Last time I was back home was like 8 years ago. But I will be... When I get back to New Zealand, yeah, I'll definitely be... definitely be looking at those. I actually want one too because they're not actually that bad for PvP. They are pretty bulky. And I would actually like a Relicanth for PvP, so... I don't know, not quite sure how I'm going to do it. I'm just hoping I have a friend coming over from back home working on it. Very much working on trying to get that one. Yeah, I might. I'm tempted to swing by the States. Very tempted. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Basically, we'll see what happens job-wise when I get back. But yeah, so that's a lot happening in the next couple of weeks. Also, now I've been trying to actually let's see if I can see if this was announced anywhere. I'm not quite sure how. I saw someone post about this, but I haven't actually been able to. I haven't actually looked for. Haven't actually see anyone. Okay, so here's so I'm looking for the updated list of community days, and specifically what I'm looking for, because I did actually see someone do a video about this too, is the catch up or the makeup community day in December. Now the community day in question was going to be so yeah, it's a makeup community day, where all the community day moves will be, of course, available. And it was going to be in December, and it's going to be on 2 days, is what the video said. Haven't actually got around to finding and confirming and actually seen it in announcements anywhere. Hey Martin, did you see anything about that, or have you seen an announcement anywhere? I was trying to see if I can find an announcement for it, because I did see someone post a video about it and actually talk about it. But yeah, the community day, the December one, is happening. And it'll be run on over 2 days. Okay, here. Is this it here? Okay, so I got this one. Yep, good old Go Hub. The dates. Let's hold up. Let's get this up. Yeah, they did. But no, this is the makeup move day that they did last year. Remember in December last year? They did a community day where you could all the Pokemon community day Pokemon were available with their moves. Okay, I've actually found the it's not confirmed, but this is okay. So this is not actually confirmed. I don't think it was, but this is from good old Go Hub. Go Hub. Anyway, let's have a look at this. This is what they've come up with. And it does make sense. I'll give them that. Kingsley's going to be so pissed. Where's Kingsley at? But yeah, so this is the last of the community days. We know the September one's already been done, so it's a tight week. The 15th, and then October 12th, the Saturday. That's the one we don't know what it's going to be. Then of course Infernape, and that takes us to the end of that. And then, yeah, they reckon December 14th and 15th will be the makeup days. And it'll be a 2-day event weekend. Now, even though this is Go Hub, and it's Go Hub, and it's not confirmed, this makes sense. It does make a lot of sense. Whether it's right or not, we don't know, but it does make sense. Which is probably why they're rocking it. either way, I would, even if you're not, you're not trusting them or whatever, I would still prepare for it. I would still very much prepare for that. And I think most players are preparing for it, and I am. If we go through, I'm starting to say the Bulbasaurs, ones that will be able to, change into Venusaurs. A couple of Charmanders ready to go. I'll be going through some of those Squirtles. I'm also going to be going through, and I've got some Eevees as well that I'm going to be evolving. Where those Eevees go. So yeah, I've got some Eevees stashed away. I'll be looking for more Eevees to stash away as well. Drotinis, I'm not too worried about the Drotini side of things. My eggs. My eggs! Yeah, like the Drotinis, I'm not too worried about the Drotini side of things. We might just do some anyway. Chikorita, I definitely want a couple of those. Same with the Cyndaquil, so that's why I've got quite a few stored up. For Alligator, not too worried about. Moving on down. So yeah, I want the Umbreon with Last Resort. Because at the moment, he's got Foul Play, which is okay, but you want the Last Resort Umbreon. Moving on down. Oh yeah. Look at that. Piss color Steelix. He almost looks gold, but not quite. This is the one shiny I've caught during the water event. Go figure. Okay, so going through, going down. Mamoswine, I do want a couple more of those Mamoswines, so we'll keep a hold of a couple of them just to give them that extra move as well. Not a huge focus. Tyranitar though, Smackdown T-Tars. Definitely see I've got those 91s, 93s saved up. Definitely, actually, what do they come out at? This is 1487. So yeah, they're going to be too high for PvP, so I need to find some lower ones. Your Pokedex is complete, almost complete. Almost. Still missing regionals. Trico, he's basically a waste, useless. Bullet Seed, Fury Cutter, garbage. Blazerkins, I've got plenty of Blazerkins. Got plenty of Mudkips as well, so I'm not too worried about them. So yeah, we're fine with these ones. I would like some more Rolts. Definitely want to get some more Rolts, get these evolved. Because I don't quite have enough dust, and I would like to get a couple more of these evolved with Synchronized. I do have my PvP one. So, she's ready to go. For those of you who are doing the Twilight Cup, yeah, Gardevoir is your go-to. Basically, Gardevoir just destroys everything. Fly, thanks for the follow, y'all. Appreciate. Ho-Oh, I do have a... Where's... Ho-Oh was back up here, wasn't he? Ho-Ho! Yeah, so... Definitely want the Gardevoir and the Gallades for the community days. Slacking, useless. The Body Slam, is just because Vigoroth's so strong. First time to watch Ho-Oh? Okay. Okay, I'll quickly give you before we go down to the next ones. Alright, so Ho-Oh, not a shiny though, but just this big Amazonian-looking bird, I guess. Yeah, so not too worried about slacking, but we could use an extra Vigoroth for PvP. Maybe a bit of IV'd one. Got two 100 Sableyes. This one's 100. 100. 96. 100. Not bad. Got my perfectly matched out Medicham ready to go and kick some butt. Moving on. What other regionals? No, I wouldn't know regional. Sorry, not regionals. What other community day ones do we need to look out for? So there's the bag-ons. Yeah, I would like a few more bag-ons. Just because, I mean, I do have these two. You know, that could run in PvP if they ever became viable. But I'd like a few more options on there. The Beldams, I've thrown away so many frickin' Beldams, so I just don't even care anymore because they just annoy me. Although I probably should just get a team of 6, but I'm just like, no, screw you, Metagross. And then we're moving into, so Chimchar should be Infernape will be the next community day one. So we definitely need a Torterra, and the Tutwig is coming up. You know, so we want the grass. You know, that ground grass is pretty strong. And yeah, I think that's it, isn't it? It's just a matter of what the next what that October community day is going to be. It will be, I don't know, it's pretty much hyper. It's pretty much anyone's guess what it's going to be. There's many options, many different things it could be. But yeah, so far it's mostly the starters and just those specials. But yeah, that's pretty much my deck. That's what I'm rocking with. But yeah, so we're not, you know, I'm getting ready for that community day. You know, just sort of stocking up on the Pokemon I want, and I suggest everybody else out there does the same as well. Stock up now, sort through the ones you want to do now, get the candies you want to get now, just to make it less, you know, to make it less stressful on those days. Go get the kids to school. Alright, bro. All good shit. All good, bro. I'll catch you next time. Link the song. What song's playing at the moment? So this is... God, I don't even know where I got this from. I'm just trying to find it. So this is a Grimecraft Sword Art Online remix. It's actually a pretty dope song. It's a Crossing Field. Christ, where did I get this from? Let's see if I can find the link for it. Yeah, because this is actually quite a dope song. I love Sword Art Online as well. Let's see if I can find it. Sword Art Online remix Crossing Field. Alright, here we go. Found it. From Game Chops. Alright, so... Knew it sounded familiar, yeah. Okay, so this is from Game Chops. Like, I got a hype of their... Like, just downloaded a hype of their music just because their remixes and stuff are dope. But yeah, if anybody's wondering where this song comes from, this is the link for it right here. Yeah, like, so I always try and find, you know, because I stream to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, I just try and find tracks that are, obviously not, you know, that are not, the word I'm looking for. Hey, sup, my name, sup, my name is Peter, what's up? Yes, I do go out and catch Pokemon when I'm on stream, just not tonight. At the moment, I'm just in my house. I've been streaming for like 2 hours. So tonight we've already watched over quite a bit of stuff. We started off watching my raids, like a pre-recorded video that I was just showing from my raids. Thanks, Riley. I appreciate that. Yeah, okay, so yeah, tonight we've done raid stuff, and then we've been doing all the PvP stuff, so I've just been showing PvP videos and just going over them, breaking a few things down, how much I was sucking on my PvP on the weekend. And now we've just been talking about PvP and also just upcoming Pokemon events. So I've actually been on... coming up. Christ, it's actually getting late too. I need to go to bed soon. But yeah, usually not on for this long at night. But yeah, I do stream when I'm playing sometimes. Gonna start doing that more often. And yeah, we literally just did a Pokemon showcase. Like, you just missed out on it. Like, we just finished going over my Pokemon. No, I'm not streaming for much longer. It's getting late here, so I'm about to sign off pretty soon. I will be back on Sunday night. Will be the next time I'm on. Yeah, we'll quickly go, like, because we didn't actually go. I was going to do this before. Yeah, righty. As I was saying before, so like I do try and download a lot of music that will not get picked up by the algorithms from YouTube and Facebook, because those are just brutal. And so yeah, I'll go through and just like try and download like game music, anime music that's been heavily remixed into like, you know, different stuff. All right, my best Pokemon. This is my top ones here, although I'm a PvP player, so the more accurate ones for me, for my best ones, would be probably my regionals. So these would be my best Pokemon. When it comes to battling PvP, so these are my top dogs. The Lapras, Altaria, Skarmory, Swamp, Lantern, Tropius. Yeah. The 100% Medicham, the 100% Sableye, and the 98% Bassodon. Sorry, as much as I love to trade, I don't spoof or do anything like that. So unless if you're here and living in Korea and Seoul, we cannot trade. RIP. So yeah, those are my best. Pokemon I'm missing, which I still need to trade for, is the annoying Tauros, which you live in Sweden. Oh my god. I am going to Europe next year. Although I don't think I'll be going out that far. It's very tempted to though. But yeah, don't think I'll be going up as far as Norway and Sweden. Yeah, because you guys are above Norway, Sweden, Finland. That's right. Oh, Norway Pog. I'm only going as far up as oh, I hate that. Yeah, getting an X-ray while you're on vacation. Oh, rip. Yeah, I was just talking to my friend before, and he just said, yeah, Tauros are everywhere. Luckily, that egg event is coming out, though, so that's my chance to get the Tauros. From the Johto region, I am just missing that annoying Heracross. I do have a chance to get that. Hoenn, I'm missing a few for Hoenn. So the Illuminize, the Torkoal, and the Runnican. So I'm missing those. And then the Sinnoh, you know, the Parachisu. I do have the Gabite and the Garchomp ready to go. How can you get a Mewtwo? In 3 weeks' time. They will be coming into raids. They come into raids. Hold up, I'll show you where it is. So keep an eye on that fly. They come in. Okay, so Mew is coming back. He comes back in the third week of the Ultra Bonus Week. And so September 16th to September 23. Then he will be back. So make sure you guys keep that date. Also, the Shiny Mew, exactly. Big Pog. I do, Savage, yeah, I do want to come see Norway. If it depends, like there's so much I want to see in Europe. It's just when I was trying to plan out my trip, so I'm going to be staying off in London, making my way across to Belgium, you know, Netherlands, Germany, and then, you know, going across like Poland, Czech, Budapest, you know, like all those places there. He'll be in raid for 1 week. Oh, you got this lucky, the shiny, lucky Suicune? Nice, shiny. Yeah, I'm going up as far as Hamburg. I'm very tempted to take a trip up to Copenhagen and possibly Stockholm as well. Whether I get a chance to or not, I'm not 100% sure yet. And I mean, I want to go across to Helsinki as well, and you know, Latvia and Estonia and all those kind of places too. But like, I don't know. Like, I'm spending a long ass time as it is over in Europe, and I'm not sure if I have a chance to go through all those places. Oh, you're in London? Ooh, I am coming to London. Oh, but you've only just started playing though, so you might, you know, you've got. I'll be over there in 6 months. And I will, if there's any PvP tournaments in your areas, I would definitely be trying to go along to those and, you know, battle out. But yeah, I'll be looking more at my trip in the next, probably October is when I'm gonna start booking things. You got the shiny Ray. I'm jealous. I have not got the shiny Ray. And yeah, the shiny Ray is sick. I love the shiny Ray. The shiny Ray is really cool. And I want the shiny Ray. I don't have the shiny Ray. I just have lots of crappy Rays. Ooh. that could almost be worth the trip. That could almost be worth the trip up to Norway there, Savage. A trip to Norway to get a shiny Ray. Yep, I'll be rubbing my Pikachu cheeks just like that. Thanks for the follow, Roo. Alright, this is Riley. What's up? I'll spoof to you. No, we don't do spoofing. No spoofing. You don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about that. Right, what's up? How you doing? We're just about to sign off because it's almost past my bedtime. It's actually right on my bedtime. Usually try and get to bed by 11:30 and it's 11:22 now. Luckily, as I said, this weekend's going to be, well, I'm actually not going to get that much rest this weekend. But it's going to be a fun weekend. I am working a little bit tomorrow night. Oh crap, which actually means I need to pack my bag for set my stuff up for tomorrow night too. I'm going to DJ a little bit tomorrow night. I'm doing a rugby dinner, and then yeah, rest of the weekend totally off. Festival on Saturday, and I'll be running our Pokemon raids on Sunday to try and see if I can get that shiny Ray. If I can't get the shiny Ray on Sunday, you know, Savage, we might need to talk. We might need to set something up. But yeah, it's, oh man, this is actually probably the longest stream I've done in a while. Like, I did want to jump on early because there's a bit to cover. Thank you for everybody who's actually, you know, stayed around, and for those who have joined in a little bit late. I will be back on Sunday night. Just sort of recapping from the weekend. I don't know, we'll see what my stream on Sunday night will consist of. We might go, if I don't get any decent footage from the festival on Saturday by playing Pokemon Go, then we might actually just go outside and, you know, play, catch, take you on a bit of a tour around the neighborhood. We'll also see how the temperature is too, so I might stream from the raids. We'll see how it goes. Like, it just kind of depends how hot it is, whether my phone likes it or not. We might need to wait another month. The temperature has been dropping here in Seoul though, so it's kind of alright. But yeah, the only reason why I don't do that too often is because the setup I have to run is really, it's really annoying. Buy your account. I'm not out to buy it. I'm not that way inclined. Save you long. Right. I think that like I'm already going over that way anyway. I think that could almost be worth the trip. It'd almost be worth a trip just for the shiny ray if I don't get one this weekend. But in saying that, I could probably just trade one from one of my Pokemon, one of the people in the community. It wouldn't be hard to trade for one. But I do like the idea of actually traveling to another country to go pick it up. Like, I actually like that idea a lot. Even though that would cost a shit ton of money. But as I said, I'm already going out of Europe. Anyway, anyhow, it is time to bust on out here. Yeah, as I said, I'll be back on Sunday night, and we're going to try and set up a more regular stream schedule. Working on it, and especially now too that I've got a lot of Ultra friends set. Thanks for the follow, bro. Yeah, definitely keep an eye out for the stream, and keep in touch. But yeah, now that especially during the next month, we'll be doing a lot more battles, like live PvP battles. So I'll be able to stream those. And so with those PvP battles and those those give me more content to stream during the week. So it's going to be a lot of PvP stream stuff, and then we will try and get out and about too. Like, I'm going to try and set days where it's not just pre-recorded, out and about, but will actually be live out and about. Because live out and about is so much more fun. The only problem is actually the setup. The setup is a pain in the ass. I can run a setup like this, but again, it overheats my phone. And the other setups are, you get the small camera, and yeah, it's not my thing. Like, I like having this kind of setup. We've got a nice clear camera, you can see everything. And yeah, so we're going to be doing more stuff, the next couple of months. But it is very much time for me to go to bed. And actually no, pack my bag for tomorrow and then go to bed. So I'm going to leave you with my favorite outro song. I love this remix. Again, another Game Chop song, Headbangers bonus track, Guile's middle theme, because I'm an old school gamer. Thanks, bro. You have a good one too. Yeah, old school gamer. I like my old school games. Love Street Fighter back in the day. Love Halo. Love me some old school Counter Strike. Final Fantasies 7 and 8, 6 even as well. I like a lot of that stuff. But we're out of here. So thank you very much for stopping by, and we will see you again in the weekend on Sunday. So thanks. Peace out. Make sure you guys follow, subscribe, stream, like, all that crap. We out of here. Laters, y'all.